Thank you guys for showing up. How I missed you guys. Just put it this way. I miss you guys. I actually do miss doing hangouts, and the reason why I have not done hangouts since the year began. No, I have. I've done like at least one or two. The reason I haven't been able to do like hangouts since the year began is primarily because of a very, very unreasonably tight schedule that I found myself inside. So here we are. Welcome. We have some newbies here. Hoffman, I only met Hoffman recently, and yesterday was his birthday. So Hoffman, come up and say hi.
Public display of affection.
Oh, piss off.
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. I do appreciate. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. So like I said, Ibuka will be taking over this session tomorrow, where he'll be transforming, he'll be translating whatever we come up with today here into a Webflow website. Dio.
What's up, boss? Good evening.
There is a discussion that we abandoned, and it's my fault.
I've as in, I think we chatted on Telegram, and I think I've even moved past it. Have you forgotten, sir?
Oh, good. I'm so sorry. I am absolutely
married. No, married people now. You are busy now.
It's not a matter of married people. Jesus, what does it say about me if I don't really, if I'm not there for you?
No, Allah.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let us get this party on the road. Ooh, okay, so this is happening. All right, so we are not doing this. This is from an older session. So I don't know how many people actually know this guy, Annie Roberts, but he is one of those really prolific photographers, and he studied under T.Y. Bello. So I was teaching him, like personal session, and I was showing him how to rework his portfolio. So this was what we came up with. It looks very light, but don't be deceived, it's not. It's something that is going to be that is feature rich in what's the word? That is feature rich in interactions and animation. Just haven't gotten around to designing that. Today, instead, what we are going to be tackling is we're going to tackle a hotel. I've never done it. I don't think I've ever done it. No, I don't think I've ever done a hotel before. But we're going to be tackling a hotel. So, quickly, hotels typically are like, why do hotels need websites? Can anyone like chime in or something? Why do hotels need websites?
Hello,
go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I think the major reason why they need website is for people that are far away. Maybe you are going to a particular city and you don't know much about the city. You can search for the hotel online and look at what they have, their facilities and their costs. So if it match your budget, then you can book online or maybe do any other stuff you want to do.
I agree. That's a very, very solid reason why a hotel should have a website. Someone,
Also,
yeah,
okay.
Go on.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I think hotels should have a website so that they can reduce the number of people that will be on the queue, or how would I put it, at the counter.
Yeah.
I don't know what to use, but at the front desk, to reduce the rush and everything at the front desks in times of boom, that kind of thing.
Exactly. I mean, instead of having to get book your rooms over the counter, you can just do it online, and then all you just need to do is show your show your receipts or show whatever it is that you need to show that identifies you as a customer, and they will just usher you into your room. So today we are going to be doing a hotel design. I wish it was a redesign. That would have been far easier, but we're going to have to do this thing from scratch. We're going to do a proper design, and then from there we'll just make it responsive. While that is happening, I need a volunteer.
What are we doing?
Oh geez, I need someone to actually work on the mobile responsive
Website. Ish. I have a meeting by 8, so
Oh, okay, so that cancels you then.
yeah.
Okay, so who would like to volunteer? Anyone? Wait, Deji, you said? Oh no. The desktop view is not yet ready. We've not even started. But what's going to happen is as I'm designing, yeah, you would just be like a couple of steps behind me. Okay, good. So send me your Figma, then we'll just get this party on the road. Just type in your Figma link. Aha. James. Aha, James, it's you. That's true. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Good evening to you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. Let me add you to this. Boom. Edit. Send invite. So everyone else, sorry, you guys are going to have to be content with if you want to be on the Figma file, I'll just share this here. Here we go. Let me see who just joined. Precious. Precious. That is a name I have not seen in years, or in a while at least. All right, so let me quickly knock out a very, very sharp logo. I haven't figured out a color scheme. You'll notice I'm using the not old actually. I'm using the Ovalay original logo. Right. I might retain some of its color schemes. I don't have a name. I've been struggling for a name for some time now. Any ideas?
A name for what, please?
Yeah, the hotel. Name of the hotel. The hotel has to have a name now.
Huh? What is
Eh?
it? Is it cool?
Easy.
Is it
Easy.
Wait. I don't know.
You.
Transylvania. What about Transylvania?
Oh, come on. Look, we are local men here.
Wait. I have the perfect name.
Yeah.
The, what? Hello?
Yeah.
The Loria.
Loria, spell.
Loria. The Loria.
Loria. Oh, Loria.
Yeah,
Wow.
it sounds fancy. I don't know what it means though. I don't really care, but it sounds fancy. Like if I have money, that's what I would name my hotel. So I don't really care.
Mad.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Gloria, let's go to Loria. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. They really should not let you design as Lucy anyway. You will exist to violate things.
Fault. That's how you roll.
Okay. So we have the Loria, right? So let's say lounge and lodge. Disgrace me. Let's see. Here we go. Lounge and lodge. Okay. Let's see. Folks are trying to join and it's not possible. How? Kufri. How is that? How
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I've added them.
Okay,
Oh, you
sorry,
know what?
please. I have a quick question. Is there
Yes,
any way we can have access to the record
I'm currently
class?
recording it right now,
After?
so I'll upload
Okay.
it. Once I'm done, I'll actually just upload it.
All right. So thank you.
Holy Moses, Kelly Jelly just joined. I have to read this person out before it starts.
Who's the guy? Is it true?
I suspect. Kelly Jelly, identify yourself.
To be a real G. Point thing, Google Meet, they just put a new feature now to be having those type of things. If you move the person permanently, it's not coming back again.
Kelly Jelly, last chance.
Kaija is not opening, it's not saying
Bye.
anything.
Why do people just join Google Meet?
To throw people. Like I was in a Google Meet, someone just moved his shirt and was not dancing in front of me. I was just like, why? One Asian, it was like an Asian guy was not dancing, shaking his boobs. I was like, oh.
Like, why do you do these things? Like, do you not have better things to do? Like, God.
Sometimes trolling is irresistible. Sometimes I understand. I understand the attraction though. If it was me,
Leslie, I think Kelly is the person I was inviting. My bad.
Tell Kelly to join again, but me no vex.
Making no vex, I like.
Because me say I dey call and say me identify himself. You know, do am. All right, so we have
Hoffman Reed seems more like suspicious than the Kelly.
No, Hoffman, my guy. You, I beg, no touch him. With me that.
Okay.
Is. Nobody should disturb the Hoffman.
Was that?
Maybe I just have to say something. So they don't kick me out.
Okay, so I'm going to make Kufre a co-host so that
That's good, yeah.
if there are any other people who's encountering any struggles,
So Kelly's back, and
yeah,
let her introduce herself.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
Oh, it's a lady.
Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
Baby.
Good evening. Nice to meet you, Kelly.
You guys just sent me out.
I
activate my microphone.
Kelly, trust me. Oi, did you calm down? Yo, calm down.
Oh, calm down, bro. Calm down.
Calm down, bro. Focus. No lose guard. You understand? Good. Kelly, you really shouldn't. How do I put it now? It's a good thing you were not here like 10 minutes ago. You would have needed bleach for your eyes.
Why?
You would have needed bleach for your eyes. Just take it like that. You would have seen some things. So what was basically happening was that because we published the link online, trolls now started joining, and you know what happens when trolls join.
Oh, okay.
So it depends on your flavor of troll. Do you like racist troll? Do you like nudist troll? Do you like around stupid troll? I mean, just like pick your flavor, that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I get you.
Okay, so let me wrap this up so that we can get into the real business of the design.
This font I like is looking nice.
It's tapping into my eyes. The name of the font is
Please,
Arsenica.
what's the name of this font?
The name of the font is Arsenica Alt Trial.
It looks expensive.
Wow.
It looks expensive, eh?
Yeah.
Expensive.
But I'm saying trial. That's what I mean. Like you're using like a trial version. You're using the real version. That means this thing now is like almost 3K, 2K. Okay.
Yo, man.
Last.
There was a font that I spent 5 years looking for.
5? What
font?
The name of the font is Reina. It's an exquisite font. Let me show you guys. Rain.
Can we download it?
Calm down now. Let me show you first. You don't run into can we download? The designers, all of you are violent.
All
right, so this is the font in question. Rain.
Oh, okay.
It is exquisite.
It's beautiful.
I'm telling you.
Was this font for your wedding also, or your invitation?
Oh no, I didn't use this one for my wedding. I used something else.
Okay.
I can't remember. The one I used was was it Castle Black?
It had that line.
Yeah.
Reina. Okay.
The one I used for my wedding was Black Cat. Was it Black Castle, Black Water, something? I don't remember. Please help me. I wish I have it here. Okay, it's not here. Is it? Jesus. No. I can't find it. I could open the Figma for that, but honestly, right now, I don't think I have it to me. Okay. Oh, I don't want to overdeal with this. Just coming in. All right. Does it feel like too much?
No.
Deloria. Let me work the spacing a little bit. Let me scale this up just right. Okay. There we go.
Welcome, Peter.
All right. So which one are we doing with? The first or the second? And I kind of feel because the challenge I have with this one is that when we scale it down for the website, this div will disappear. So I think that this would be the best option going forward. Let me try and just see if I can do something like this. This the ampersand is interesting. You guys will have to excuse me briefly. Because NEPA is happening to me right now. So I'll be right back.
While Leslie is gone, I think we should keep the conversation going to a certain level. Okay, Bello, I'll share the link for you. Is the one from design, from web development. I'm giving the answer.
Can you stop with this body? Kelly body, please.
It's Kelly from web development, just in case you need to know. Bello, I'm trying to find the link to share to you. Once I find that, I'll share it to you. You're
Okay, so
asking for the wing.
link again.
Okay.
Oh shit! All right, so this is the Figma. Right, this is a Figma link. Somewhere at the top is the this link right here. So let me just share it at the bottom here.
Back.
Okay. So I was saying that I wanted to do something interesting with this ampersand. Can everyone see my screen and can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Good. So let me duplicate this. I'll mute this half. I'll mute this half. And then take this. Move this. Click right under. right here. Lounge and lodge. Is this okay? Okay. I think it's kind of works in a way, but it's problematic because there's too much on one side. Yeah, it's not as much. There's too much on one side. Okay, well, I was hoping. All right. One last tweak so that I will not have to bother about coming back to this again. So I'm going to outline the strokes. Outlining the stroke will ensure that I'm not going to be able to edit this any further, but it now makes it a vector and I can manipulate it however I want at a more intricate level. So middle, everything is in the middle. So now I'm going to group this and we have our logo. So Chris is looking logo, but should be. So the next thing we want to do is, we need to plan out the layout of what's the time now? I need to move as quickly as possible. We need to plan out the layout of our design very quickly. So, like most, it's a single page design that we're going for. So, like most things, it's going to have like a header, hero header, type of vibe. Let's call it hero. For this behavior, right? So we have a hero header. We have inside this hero header definitely there's going to be like an image with text. Then there's going to be a room booking widget. Right. So behind that, let's now say experience the Loria experience. After which we can then say maybe like tourist attractions if we have time for that. Loria tourist attractions. Finally, contact. Very simple, very straightforward, shouldn't require too much effort. So the next thing we want to do is, we figured this out. Do we have time to wireframe? Do we have time to wireframe? I'm not sure. I don't think we do because we're kind of like limited on time. So I'll just dive right straight into it. Some things that we want to get out of the way. First of all, we need to figure out some things. Number one, we need to figure out our colors and color schemes. Typically, I would say go to a site like Color Hunt, I guess. No. Brilliant. All right, so let's. Is this it? No way. This can't be it. No, that's not it. Then why am I not? Gold. Fine. I'll go for gold then. Okay, I guess. What other palettes do I think do I find appealing? Okay, so maybe I'll just say yes.
I mean, we're going for luxury, right?
Yes.
And purple is definitely a go. Something like cool.
Purple. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough sell. No. I mean, purple for a hotel.
Okay, that's
It's not unheard of, but it's most definitely unusual.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to lay out our palettes. So we have our constraints on ground, and then something like this. So for our font, I would say what's the word? I think we can maintain this for our headers. But after that, I don't know. Can someone suggest a font that brings for regular text?
Roboto will be okay.
Go for it.
Inter.
Eh?
Inter.
Popping.
Nah. Man rope shows promise, but I've used it recently and I don't know. I'm kind of. So it's not like it's bad. Yeah, it's not like it's bad. Okay.
No, it's like you kind of like you use it recently, so you don't want to investigate that kind of.
What about
So let me
graphic?
What about popping?
Where? Who?
Secular
Graphic.
Secular. Calm down now. This is not 2016.
Please, let's try popping.
God forbid.
No.
Lie.
We're not allowing any secular slander, please. We're not.
Poppings. No.
I think
What about
Inter is
graphic?
better.
Graphic. Yeah, Inter is actually just good.
Is a just their font. Like it's not a font that I actually have a quarrel with, to be honest. I don't think I have graphic. Oh.
What about Helvetica?
I do. All these ones are children of Helvetica.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. They're all children, especially these two. This Inter
Outfit.
Okay, I think
yeah,
we could use Montserrat.
sorry.
Outfit.
Yeah, Montserrat.
Outfit.
Come. I don't want to hear.
What about outfit?
Outfit is actually a good font for a luxury brand. Outfit, just like your
What do
name,
you call it?
outfit.
Outfit. I'm pretty confident I don't have that.
Outfit. I'm not that one before.
What?
It's a free Google font.
Oh, that's it.
Wow, that's outfit, man. Font looks really cool.
So
I like
for
it,
a
bro.
luxury brand, we can use the thin, the light, and the regular.
Do not try DM Sans.
Anthony. IBM Sans.
DM Sans.
DM Sans.
DM Sans. EMSANS.
Somehow, this how you allow them and not secular. We will not agree.
Come again.
There's no how DM Sans will go and that won't go.
But we are not using EM Sans, so this is not EM Sans. This is outfit. Easy. Take it easy.
Leslie, what's the name of
Yes?
this serif that you use for this logo?
Okay, it's called Arsenica Alt. Arsenica.
Arsenica Ultra.
Yep.
Oh, it's a premium font, right?
Send the name on the message.
Okay, just 1 minute here. I need to let me just wrap this up. Okay. Good. So we've agreed now that it's outfit that we are using, right? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
boss.
We didn't agree. We choose. We did. We never agreed. We chose.
Fam, look, see, we can spend the next 2 hours arguing on front. Let's move on with our lives. A lot of us have active plans for Friday night.
Don't forget to send the.
I don't.
Sorry, the name.
Don't forget to send
Okay, so it's As-
Oh, these are arsenic fonts. Arsenic fonts.
if it's called arsenical, I mean,
Guy, you have to You have too
what?
many fonts in your head. Like, guy, I have 12 fonts in my head that I use. I don't have.
I don't even memorize fonts anymore. Anything
I
with not my eye.
memorize, guy. I have 12 fonts. 12 in my head. Handle.
You're the one that is giving yourself stress, my G. I don't
No,
memorize.
those 12. I don't go past those 12. That's the thing. I don't need to explore. I'm tired. What? Like, I rotate them. Inter UI. No time.
Okay, so
Ah,
all right, so let's go. So what we are doing now, we've created our canvas, right? Our frame. Let's change the color. Let me get the colors right here so that things don't go lost. Let's put them up here. Do you think I should make styles out of these things? Yeah, I think I should.
Yes.
I think I should. So what I'll just do is I will come here. All these colors. Bold. Bold. Colors. Ash. Colors. Navy blue.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah. Oh yes, please, by all means.
Okay, the way you're outlining these colors, which are you going to use for your primary and secondary and all that?
My dear, that's the fun part of this exercise. I never know until I start.
Okay.
No, like seriously, I actually never know until I start. Okay, all right. So we have these are colors. All this marble, right? And the first thing we're going to do is turn this bad boy into marble.
The marble is background color.
Yep, marble is the background color. Now, having done all of this, let's go into the least favorite part of designing this thing, and that is what's it called? Setting up your layout. So here's what I typically do. What a lot of people just do is they just come, set this to either 10, set this to like 10 pixels, hope for the best. Then for the columns, come here, columns, count 12, I guess, make sure it stretches. You probably just figure itself out. And then for the rows, come here, grid, rows, auto, top. This is pretty much it, right? Now, this is what some people do. But that's not what I do. What I do is that I will refine this a little further. So instead of 10, I'm using 8, right? Let me turn this 2 off, right? And you see that each block here probably contains like 8. Oh, this is 6. This is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pixels. For the next one, it's not going to be 12, but I'm going to set it to auto. I set the type to left, and this is where small mathematics comes into play. But I've basically worked it out in my head how it typically works for me. So all I just need to do is press 32 as my width and 16 as my gutter. And how you know you're doing the right thing is when you zoom in, everything aligns. All your lines are in, everything just typically aligns. Then for the rules are a little straightforward. All you just need to do is make it give the height make sure that the height is a factor of 8. In this case, you can go with either 8 or 16. It's 8, I guess, or 16, depending on how you feel about. Oh, that's not right. 16. All right, I think someone is trying to say something in the comments. Oh, Belu, yes, you have a question. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. What of if we use margin, because I think we're supposed to have like margin on the both side of the screen.
That's what my result. So when you say margin, what do you mean?
I think it's the outer part of the grid.
And I mean, I'm just so I don't think that concept actually works or applies when designing for the web or for mobile. In fact, okay, let me try and phrase it better. For print, that is valid. Although in print, I think no. For print, that's a little valid because for print, you have to do with bleed, margin outside, and all that. For web, the margin is inside, not outside. And I'll show you. I'll show you in a bit. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is I'm going to stretch this a little bit, right? And then there's a plugin that I was recently introduced to by Alison. Alison should be on this call, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm here.
Aha, good, she's here. Excellent. So where is it? It's not autoflow, it's above the fold. And God, it's a lifesaver. See what happens. So what it does is that, through the magic of technology, it helps you to determine how best do I explain this now? The area of your screen that is just above the fold, the scroll, just above the fold. How many of us are familiar with that concept above the fold here?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I think on they have it on Adobe XD. There's this line you use on Adobe XD.
Yeah. So now that everything if you use Adobe XD, everything above that line is what you see when you land, right? When you land on the website, for example, everything above that line is what you see. Everything above that line is above the fold. I think the concept behind it is for newspapers. I think it's based on newspapers. So due to how lengthy or how long newspapers are, people often just flip it this way, right? So this is the fold they're talking about right here. So that's the best analogy I can think of in this context. All right, so let me yes.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Did you achieve this with the plugin? Like I missed that.
Yes. The name of the plugin is quite literally above the fold.
Above the fold, right?
Yes. So I'm going to turn it off because I just needed this measurement here. Let me put my center line here so that you know what is left from right. I'm going to draw a rectangle because I want a very interesting. I want a background image there. Then I think what I want to do is I need an image, right? So I will use on Splash. Yeah, on Splash. There, I thought it was on Draw.
On Draw as a plugin?
Not that I am familiar with.
I don't think so.
Although it feels like common sense, but
yeah, on Draw is having, I think, for illustration.
Yeah, he had a plugin. That's
There
a
is
lot.
another on product though. I saw it recently. I can't remember. It's like the third on product I've encountered. Let me just type hotels. Hope for the best.
And by the way, Leslie,
Yes.
do you
Yes.
know InVision Freehand? I just saw one of their updates. You can actually put in your Spotify playlist while you're doing your freehand, like when you're doing like collaborations with teams, like when you're making stuff like that. So you can post your Spotify playlist on the board, like Big Jam. Then you can now start collaborating with this. And they just launched it this week. It was like you wasted too much time.
How is that a feature I needed in my life?
Don't mind them. I don't know. They are just desperate right now.
Man, they need to get their shit together.
You know, like you're designing. Maybe the guy needs to understand your musical taste, so you know your art style.
What if you just shit about my musical taste? What the hell?
I'm trying to hype them a little bit. Have mercy.
Hey, you're not helping the case, man. You're not helping their case.
Yeah, I think after seeing the success of Figma, I just tried to just scale up. Try that best.
The team pained me.
Do you even hear this news? I heard Photoshop is likely to put like a free to something like Figma like that.
Yeah, I saw that thing and I read it and I cracked up. I couldn't stop laughing. Because first of all, whether not photo PL, what that initial one that someone did, yeah,
yeah.
I think that the fact that someone could do it on a browser and put it out there for free. It just bullshitted all their bad behavior. The only reason why, no, it's the truth. So the only reason why I probably don't even use it is because what's it called? I'm scared of what's the word? Browser performance. Right? Scared of browser performance because you can't really tell. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm trying to get a really nice hotel kind of vibe. So I was saying that you can't really predict how a platform or the browser will handle really, really large files. It's not like Figma, yeah, where most of the things you're dealing with are vector and they're quite small, yeah. Or if you're dealing with this is nice. If you're dealing with things that like huge images now, for example, it might be a problem. Okay, so I mean we have 3 images. Let me just throw one last one.
But
Leslie, I noticed that disregard proportions for the images.
Sorry?
Like the aspect ratio, you are not taking that into consideration.
Aspect
when
ratio.
You are deciding the images. Yes. When you are resizing them, the aspect ratio, you don't consider them. I just saw you drag one picture by the side now.
Yeah. Because it was actually quite squishy it was squishy. No, this one was feeling a bit stretched. This one here. Oh God, Figma is doing this thing where now I have to refresh.
Okay, quick question. I think for the other the Photoshop web browser you're talking about, so you were like looking at it cannot the computing power, right? So there's this tool we use in cyber security.
Yes, I was looking at
there's this tool we use in cyber security. On a normal computer, even a quantum computer would take like few times before it can even do it. But when you're doing it online, so there's this quantum online quantum computers that they have. So I think that's what they are going to work with to speed up the computing power. And
so the weight is not necessarily on your browser.
Yes, it's like
there's a system that basically streams everything to your browser.
Exactly.
That means your connection that's good. It was built for white people.
But wait, if it's that easy, like I thought we'll be running this creative suites or creative cloud-ish. I don't even
They
know
will,
that sooner or later
they,
it's going to flop.
they will still calm down. Don't worry. They will just reduce the.
Yeah.
They won't put everything online for you now.
Obviously now.
With,
I was also saying
If they
with the
put
it's like
everything
latest,
like that,
$9.
with
if
the
they did
latest
everything
update
like
on
that,
tech now,
eh?
with the latest update on tech now, 5G will be overloaded in no time.
True. 5G. Ha.
Speaking of Adobe, so how do they do they have this thing where um graphic design so the way UI UX designers like transfer files where we don't need to download the files and send it. I usually wonder how they do that. Like
Sorry, I don't get.
how they collaborate. Like how do graphic designers collaborate? Like
Well, no, they
in
literally fling
Figma is huh?
they literally fling the files at each other. I'm okay.
Oh wow.
They have a cloud
That's a
service.
miss.
No. They have a cloud service, right? They have a cloud service. I will give them that. They have a cloud service. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. Although the cloud service comes as part of, it comes with whatever subscription you actually you have access
I don't think cloud service allows collaboration, does it?
It doesn't. Well, that's shit.
No, Creative Cloud doesn't allow collaboration. It
That
just
is
makes
shit.
you access some stuff on Adobe Stock and save to the cloud.
Yeah, man.
No options for collaborations.
That's just.
I'm not even thinking of something now. There's this
Yeah.
platform, they call it, I think it's Fable. It's like a video editor. It's like After Effects
Yeah.
online.
Collaborative video editing. I heard of that platform.
I'm just
Yo,
like,
that shit was dope when he released. I can't remember who bought them out. Was it Adobe?
it wasn't Adobe. I don't think it was Adobe.
I know that someone bought them out.
I'll check later though.
Someone bought them out quite recently.
Because I'm just like, if Adobe is not careful,
I think some people like naturally they just believe that Adobe products are the best, even if you know that there are some other tools. Like me personally, I've been using Adobe XD for a very long time. When I started using Figma, I was still like, Adobe is good. But when I still spend more time on Figma, I was like, Adobe, Adobe, find your way. No, truly, because there are some things that you cannot do on XD. Before, when I'm like doing a dashboard and I want to like do all this bar chart, or especially the cycle ones, so it takes a lot of time. I have to like go and download UI kits and start using it there. So, but on Figma is very easy. Just drag the shape in and you form the stuff that you want to create. As simple as that.
Adobe is not careful.
I think it's a scenario of Adobe has like a lot of diehard people.
You know what? You actually
I
be
think
killer.
they just have their strength and aspect they're actually good at.
I just said that what if was their name? Figma does something like Figma Pro, like Illustrator, like online or something like that, like full-fledged features, everything. I'm just thinking that, okay. Because they're getting close, like this, what they call, is it variable fonts? I think they just need to have some extra things. Illustrator, but that Illustrator is going to be hard.
Fonts thing was a stroke of genius.
Illustrator is just unnecessarily hard. There are a bunch of tools out there that you can draw. You can draw with without sweating yourself out.
Do you know that I don't remember the last time I opened Photoshop or Illustrator to do anything? I don't. I seriously don't. Like, I can show you. No, I don't. I actually don't remember the last time I opened Illustrator or Photoshop.
Sorry, Leslie, Ebuka and Hoffman, they are crying in silence. You should ask their thoughts on what you're saying.
Oh Jesus, I am so. Well, now get them out now. Share, come on. All right, look.
No, I actually need them to defend Adobe. Okay, all right.
Wait, what's going on?
They are anti-Figma.
Oh, you lot.
Especially me, I'm anti Figma.
Why?
Don't listen to
I
people.
basically use InVision Studio, basically. So
You know why they are
Invision
saying
Studio.
this?
yeah,
They've not used Figma extensively.
No,
Oh my God.
I've
You
used
use Invision
Figma. I've
Studio.
used Figma a
Oh.
lot. You understand, but I think I still prefer the InVision Studio. In as much
Let
as
me
I
tell
know Figma is
let
easier,
me tell you.
but
Let
I
me tell
don't
you
know.
something about.
I think I'm stubborn. I will say that.
Let me tell you something about Invision Studio.
You see, let me tell you. Sorry, hold on. Let me enter here because I'm actually the best. You see, brother,
The just mention.
Yeah.
brother, in this life, choose peace. Honestly, like, why you people fighting? Like, why do you put like? Yeah, open
Why do you
Adobe.
like violence?
No, seriously, like Adobe Exhibit, like it's very hacky. Like I actually tried to use it because I don't want to be the same person. Like Figma,
You say you try to use what? You try to use what?
XD, InVision.
Okay,
I
no,
actually tried to use
I
InVision.
don't even fuck with S if I cannot
Even
despise
InVision,
it.
I tried to use InVision myself. Like me personally, I
No,
gave it.
InVision is like the love of my life. Please,
Ask Leslie. Leslie, maybe say I don't tell her, guy, do you have
My
tutorial?
relationship with InVision was basically I installed it. I did one tutorial like that, like 1 minute tutorial, and I never
Like
used
I
to do it.
actually tried to use it.
Okay,
I tried. I forced myself to like most because normally I tend to have some, I tend to have.
Sorry,
Some,
is
like,
InVision not for prototyping alone?
No, it's
No,
from everything. It's just, no, the thing is, the thing is,
I don't know where you got the
InVision
opinion
was
from, but it's not.
Yeah.
InVision
Yeah.
focused on one thing and one thing alone.
Sorry, the guy
No,
that
Ladipo,
uses InVision.
Ladipo, yeah.
Do you have any designs on
I'm used
development?
to InVision based on the fact that I started using InVision before Figma came out. Yeah. So.
Same with me.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've used both of them, but I think I'll still defaultly open my InVision before
I've used
I open
InVision.
Yeah.
I've used InVision. I've used XD. I've used UX Pin. I've used Graphics Designer. I've used Affinity Designer. No, so that I try to fight this Figma thing. At the end of the day, just choose peace. Honestly, like you don't want to.
I think it's all about skills, not the design tool itself.
Figma,
It's
the
about
truth is the closest software that is close to Figma is UX Pin. I've used Figma. I've used Protopie. Just choose Figma and call it a day.
I think you might want to reconsider Figma with their recent.
No, I know. Figma, I'm going down. No worry, leave those ones. I used Figma for one of my projects recently now when I was in the Transact. Figma, but guy, just choose peace and use Figma. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't like peace a lot like that.
Piece
So
you are
You
talking
like
about
problem.
Like honestly, like bro, why do you guys fighting? Like,
I do not like
Nigeria is
peace.
already hard.
I'll use
Just
my
choose peace.
InVision.
Okay, I think I will not be using this. Your passions. Okay, that's peculiar.
InVision are
No, the reason I like it, the reason I like InVision is based on this prototype feature, based on you could actually download the app on your phone and still preview like a real app, and it has the best feature based on that. I don't know that you get me, because right now I can still, without me connecting with Figma or without me being online on Figma or InVision, I can just check my app on my phone and still send it to you. You still check it on your phone and still press it as if you're using a real app. I don't know that you understand, but Figma, you have to connect it.
Your problem
Figma offers
No, Figma, you have your phone and you have to connect your phone with it.
Leslie, hold on.
And I don't
here,
like that kind of stress. You
Okay, so
understand? So
your
that I
new
could be
test in
anywhere.
life is
Sometimes,
blogging.
yeah.
Wait.
No, for example,
Everybody calm down.
I love this. I love
People
this.
just love chaos.
See, bro, point it out. InVision is like PageMaker. Simple.
Okay.
It's like what?
No problem.
What you say? It's like what?
PageMaker.
So to cut the long
PageMaker long.
Leslie, no need to shout. Your real problem is logging. That's really your problem. You don't want to log in and use and product and view the design from your phone. So it's a login problem. I mean, yes, no, because I mean, like, choose peace.
No,
Wow.
I will not choose peace, so I won't. I'll use my vision. I think.
Oh,
Me,
Like, bro,
personally, I
this job
think
is not hard.
in the end, it's all about your skill, not the tool itself. Because
Bro,
me personally,
Thank you very
You can
much.
make that argument for in the end, it's about your skill, and which is true. But what use is your skill if the tool is not giving you peace of mind?
It's
can
giving
use
me
you
peace
don't
of mind.
understand
I'm
I
not
use
this.
GitLab
complaining.
to
That's the
design now.
point.
Bro,
I'm not complaining.
there's a mistake you people don't understand. And
I'm
this
not
is the thing that
complaining.
this
Like
is the problem I want to
No.
fix.
I
And
will
this is the thing that
say that
pisses me off.
it's your skills. It is not
No,
about your
let
skills.
me stand.
At
There's
times,
something I
your
want to
two
say.
skills matter.
This is the reason why I'm
This
in
is
this space.
2022, for God's sake.
You see, in design, one of the things that people don't underrate
This
is
is
one,
2020.
speed.
Your tools really
You see,
matter too.
I bag the person saying this is 2022. Ebuka, this is 2022.
so honestly, like, see, as a designer, one of the things that people don't understand, like in terms of the importance of this speed, your ability to create like design components easily with speed without thinking too much. See, you already do a lot of thinking in terms of coming up with problem solving, user experience, user flows, and things like that. Actually crafting out the solution from a user experience standpoint. That one already takes a lot of your time. Like, just swallow your pride and just do something that's used. Like,
I,
honestly,
I think it's an ego problem, but which I'm
it's not
good
an ego
with.
problem, it's
I
a
know,
peace
but
problem.
I'm still
Leslie,
choosing my vision.
Okay, so which
this
tool are you
Like,
guys saying we should use now?
Please use
this
like
Figma and
I wish
just
you
be
could
happy.
understand.
Like,
See,
honestly,
I've had this same
Use
discussion with somebody
InVision.
else
Use
before,
InVision.
But
but
it's not
I'll
a
use it.
vision war.
Yes,
No.
I know
It's not
it's
war.
more difficult. It's more difficult.
It's
You
not
see,
war.
wait, hold on. Let me try and weigh in. Let me try and come in here now. So here, I've used pretty much all of them.
Okay.
Figma when it started was trash. Let's first of all dead it now. I don't know what it is right now, but Figma was trash. When we started, yeah, people were busy doing designs in Photoshop. Photoshop was old and painful, but we used it because there was no alternative. When then Sketch came about and people were slowly transitioning out of Photoshop. The problem was Sketch was that Sketch was strictly for Mac, and nobody has that time. Nobody actually has that money. Not that they don't have the time, they don't have the money for that. So when Adobe announced XD, the promise was too high. Sure, you understand? Like what they promised us versus what we got was two extremely different things. You know, the prototyping will be mad, everything will be on point. You know, like they literally promised heaven and earth. And when they launched, we were greeted with a broken product. A lot of people did not recover from that. Do you understand? A lot of people did not recover from that. And then Figma came about. And Figma just like literally stole the entire show. All right, hold on. I'm actually trying to do two things at the same time. Okay, this is cool. And do two things at the same time. And Figma like
vision is the same thing as
so
Lucas.
wait. Now Ladipo, I've not finished. Now
Ladipo, please, can you wait?
after Figma came about into the scene, at first they had like a shaky start, but over time people like started to grow accustomed to them. Their selling point was multiplayer. Adobe XD picked up that selling point like a year or 2 years after beggings. People were begging, put multiplayer. They said no, that they will not put it. Finally, they came to their senses and put. Now, InVision as a product, as it stands, is the promise that Adobe made to us before they released the nonsense they released. Sweet prototyping, sweet portrait prototyping. And accomplish that, you know, you can accomplish that with what's it called? InVision. I don't know about designing in InVision. I have not tried it. Although the few times I tried, it was a bad idea. So what I just simply did was I'll design outside of InVision, I will import it to InVision and just prototype. The mistake InVision, I believe the mistake InVision kept on making was that they were trying to sell themselves as a design tool or as a pivotal design tool, which was wrong. InVision at best is a prototyping tool. At best. And if they say that they are anything more than that, then they are lying. They are trying to con you.
You know, let's see.
Yeah.
Why do I think Adobe will just go and buy InVision? We'll just go and buy them. I feel that's likely going to happen.
Nobody said they buy companies. It's not usually like that. Calm down. I mean, it looks likely, yeah, but is buying InVision sound business? Because first of all, one of the two reasons why you ever buy a company is A, if you need their technology, or
No
B,
be monopoly, I beg.
and that's something like A, if you need their technology, or B, if you want to buy out the competition. Those are the only two reasons why you ever want to acquire a company. Google made it their life's work to acquire companies. Right? Google made it their life's work to acquire companies. Most of the things that we're actually enjoying for free is because Google acquired the company. So I don't think acquiring InVision, unless Google wants to start investing in design software, I don't think acquiring InVision is good business for any company. This sucks.
What if Microsoft not going to buy InVision?
No, Microsoft have been known to make bad purchases.
They can do it though. I'm not really shocked.
No, they can, and it's not beyond them. But Microsoft have been known to actually make poor business decisions. Number one, letting Nokia die. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why it happened. But Nokia was not supposed to die the way it did. They just facilitated the death.
Microsoft
I
was
think the
responsible
problem is that they have good, but they don't have a good marketing skill.
Who?
Understand? They want to upgrade. No, Nokia. They don't want to upgrade.
Nokia.
There was a time they want to like kind of upgrade, and they say they want to do like a phone that will still be using a keyboard, a screen touch and keyboard mix. So it doesn't make sense. People are out of that part now. They should be looking at something innovative and creative as well.
The thing is that Nokia lost the plot. Like they lost the boat after the iPhone came out and everything. Like, it was done. It was over. Like what they would have done was like, okay, accept your loss, switch to Android, scrap all those keyboard and all those OS and co. Form your own Android skin and push forward. That should have been the plan from the one. Where everybody was trying to recover, then they not did the Windows plan. Like,
Actually, for me, I would say.
I want to ask a question, Mr. Leslie. Sorry about this discover button. In designs, is it that there's a specific button size, height, weight you can use, or you can just come up with any size you like?
I have not figured out. I've not yet come back to actually look at this button. I just kept it there. I was still going to come back to look at it because there's some things I was trying to balance out.
Okay, but there are some like kind of fixed size of our button.
Okay, so for some buttons here, like so for a button like this, a good rule of thumb will be somewhere between 64 and 88.
Okay. Right? Okay, for the bigger button, right?
Yeah, for really big buttons. So like maybe like between 64 and 88. So, well, like I said, it's more like a guide than, I mean, you can make smaller buttons as part of a hero if you wanted, but it's more like a guide than anything. And I'm still even trying to contemplate the need for this button because something is about to happen here, and I don't want this button to detract from it. So what is going to happen now is we are going to be designing the booking widgets. And in booking widgets, essentially you need like I think 3 or 4 things. When you're coming in, when you're leaving, number of people you're coming with, and then a button that says, check availability or book or something.
Okay.
The person we talk be okay now. If I say don't retire.
No, I'm not tired.
Right. So I will do my best to move as quickly as possible. Right. I'm not designing with my grid. All right. So let's do this. Arrival dates. Give this a good size of say 20, I guess. It's 20 a good size. No, too big. So I'll drop this to a fair 16. Fair size. Who's blowing me? King hat trick.
Yeah, I want to ask a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Am I on? You didn't do your type scaling. Is it not
Sorry?
necessary? Your type scale, you didn't bring it in. Is it not necessary?
What do you mean by type scale?
The header, the body text, label, etc. Like following the
Okay.
typography
Okay, so
scale.
I get what you're saying, but nigga, I have like 2 hours, man. I've already burnt out one.
But have you made a design without all of that formality and
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do all my designs that way.
Okay.
Like you get no. I'm what I mean is, I don't really sit down and start doing things like typeplate. Mostly because A, I'm the sole designer, so I really don't care about that. And B, whenever I try it, often ends up in chaos. So let's not press the matter further than it really should be pressed.
It's the chaos for me.
No, Les is an OG, so he doesn't need to do all those things again. He has left that.
It's not that I don't need all those things. It's just that
As about to say, we beginners, we need them now, so we have to do them.
Yeah, I mean that could be the argument, yeah. But and I'm not saying they are bad. It's just I think it probably has to do with the way I learned design.
Okay.
I don't think. I think you actually do it as you go. You don't just start and then you're doing type scale.
Honestly, the way you learn design is the equivalent of civil war.
The way I learned design is equivalent of what?
Civil war. You learn design with desperate, like it's either this you must blow up. You understand? So it's not. I remember telling somebody like, how did I said if I tell you how I learned design, it's not good. It's not a good way to learn things because
No, it's not a good way. But if you manage to learn it that way, nothing can shake you in this life.
I'm telling you.
No.
It actually
How did people learn it? How did people learn it?
I want to know how we learned it.
How did you guys learn it?
Okay, so this thing we're about to tell you is long. You see, I don't know. I can't speak for other people, on this call. But I'll tell you how I learned mine. I learned design when there was no YouTube. I learned to design when there was no YouTube.
You say?
So you have to figure it out.
Yes.
There's no there were no the concept. So imagine learning design when the concept of mentors do not exist. So there's nobody to tell you that you're doing the right thing.
Wow.
That is not how to learn design.
You learn by failure.
Repeated failure, not just regular as failure. Repeated, like as in the failure is stacking up.
Because I remember when I was learning design, there was no free pick. I had to learn, so free pick wasn't free, rather. It was paid. So I had to learn how. So I learned how to like images. I learned how to remove watermark from images, like manually. Because anytime I used to use images,
you have to be gangster. You get so at the end of the day, it's not the best way to learn how to design. Or if you happen to learn how to design that way, my G, nothing in this life will shake you. This thing, I've made a mistake.
Please, I want to ask a question.
Let's go ahead.
Okay, this icon that you imported into the file,
Yes.
is it a must to remove it from the frame, or must you use it with the frame it came with?
It's a matter of preference.
Okay.
I think, to be
Yes,
honest,
you
for
don't
me,
you don't
I
know of material
so
icons.
sorry, just to answer what Mary said. Me
Oga,
personally,
Oga me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have the meeting now.
Okay, all right, man. Peace.
Yeah, so I wanted to say, like, for just to keep consistency usually, because normally sometimes these icons they come in different sizes. So to maintain
Yes,
consistency across, you want to keep them in the frame.
in the frame. Okay.
You understand? If you want, me
Yes.
personally, I do that, but somebody like Leslie now that has been designing for like 20 years,
It's
he
not that
already
long.
knows the dimension. He knows the dimension inside the frame. So
Calm down. So the reason why I don't even use so the reason why I would advise that I use the frames is number one, for the reasons he actually specified. Because
Okay.
some icons are irregular. So if you use it without the frame, it becomes a problem, right? So the frame kind of like creates a boundary by which it can use to align. So imagine you are using you are presenting like a series of 5 icons, right? And these icons are
Yes.
irregular shaped. The frame helps you to to maintain a kind of consistency in terms of height and gap.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Understood. Yes.
Exactly. But you can, if you want to live on the wild side, you can come and remove the
Because
frame.
I've been removing it from the frame and just trying to size it up or give it a size that I want. So I wanted to know if that's okay or you should just stick with the frame.
So I think for you, stick with the frame. But if you want to be a if you want to be a gangster, I'm not saying you should be a gangster. Or gangsterism is not good. But if you never thought in your mind that you want to be a gangster, remove the frame. live a little
One
on the
day I'll
wild
be a gangster.
side.
I
Jesus
like
name.
that choice of word, gangster. Funny enough, you won't see anything when you are making those designs. Start prototyping, then you
And
start
then go
seeing the
see
other side of life.
day. What month? Okay, no, I think dash dash. Yeah. Okay, so I'll reduce this. C. Okay. Arrival date. No, that's not useful. It's actually beginning to dull.
Master League.
How
Have
far?
you done have you done any a kind of design system for any company in Nigeria?
More the design system I'm working on right now. I am glad you asked. I am glad you asked.
Can we
So,
see?
oh yes, sure, definitely. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you the design system that we use for Money Point, and it's called
Ah,
Canva.
I just checked Money Point a few days ago, and I was like, I was wild.
Okay, don't worry. I wasn't responsible for this effort. I've left.
For
I've
me,
left.
I'm thinking design system is making maybe designs looks alike. I don't know, because there's no way you
Sorry,
can
come
come
again.
up like design system. They are kind of making designs looks alike, like the button and all those things. There are no way you can like kind of be creative around it. I don't know.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah. If you want creativity, you have to build in creativity into your design systems. Do you get? You have to build that because for the most part, the reason why design systems are stiff and rigid is because they want to ensure order and consistency, right? So it now falls to you to now build that small padding for creativity. Do you follow?
Yeah.
see, Leslie,
Okay,
again,
and the other question again is how
Uh-huh.
do you come up like kind of like inspiration? I'm a designer, but feeling like an artist. I think this book that said I was still like an artist, something like that. So all these things, how do you come about all this inspiration of a team and coming up with a good design?
Oh my guy, you are saying this thing as if you've not seen you've not been to awards before, you've not been to Behance, you've not been to Pinterest. Look, see, I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. Most ideas are recycled. I do it, everyone does it. It's so it now becomes a race of who recycles better. There are very, very few original ideas out there, right? And because most companies don't have the A bandwidth or B the time to allow to invest into original ideas, they'd rather you copy carry-wise, yeah, than come up with an original design. And it makes business sense. First of all, it's familiar, it's safe, it saves what's the phrase for this? What's the word for this thing? It cut down the time to market. That's from the point of inception of the idea to market, right? And then you can focus more on engineering efforts and business logic into your product. But having to now, you're now considering, oh, mad design idea. Your employers and your clients don't care about the design, to be honest. All they just want to know that it's fine, and that's all.
They will even tell you, do it like Cowrie Wise.
Okay. The why I'm asking this question is that when I started as a designer, there's this company that I was doing like remote work with. So they'll give me like 4 websites to design. 4 websites, different field, maybe finance, medical, and all those things. So sometimes I'll just use one header. I'll try to work with one header, one footer. I'll try to interchange a lot of things in the footer to make it different from the other ones, you understand? But it's still like the same content, but I have to like change the positions, apply new color, new style, and all those things there to just make it look different from the other one. So the people were complaining like I'm kind of reusing the designs and all those things, and it's kind of very frustrating if you're trying to like.
Who were the people that were complaining?
The people I was working for, so they were kind of complaining. And all this thing, if you're like working all hours and someone is telling you that you are just copying and pasting. So it's not. I don't know the pain, Sha.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, it pains. But then again, ask them. Did you give me enough time to come up with original ideas?
See, I'm angry.
If you're going to be pissed about my output, then you also have to take some responsibility of the output. If you gave me enough time for me to actually think of and come up with original ideas, you will follow the proper design processes. That will allow me to do best work that does not look like the previous work or does not look like copy and paste. Then we will not be having this conversation.
They go far. The company where they want copy. You know how many designers worked on that thing? You now want only me one. See. Today is Friday. Let me know it.
I like calm down. Do not fall prey to violence.
No, because seriously, sometimes when they say these things, it's like, come, is it that you people just are you deliberately ignorant? Like you want me to copy?
Oh God, it's too late. You're falling into violence.
Zendesk. No, but seriously, Zendesk, their design team, they have a design, like a full-fledged design team. Full of if you see their design system, it's a beautiful, well crafted. Zendesk, yes. One of the very neat, tidy, like they account for every single thing, including illustrations, the type of illustrations, the size, everything, like everything is accounted for. You now want me, one designer, collecting 150K. Now go and like, why are you wicked? You now say you are not creative.
Not the creative.
Like why?
I beg. I thought I was the only one on this table, but guys, like I need to share something, please, and I need advice. So basically, our company is like a BNPL brand, right? No, technically we are a fintech that happens to do BNPL.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
The problem is because we are the foundation is on fintech, right?
Uh-huh.
And we just recently moved to be doing BMPL. My
Why
boss
do I feel like
literally
I know your
lives on
company?
Klarna.
Wow.
And quite recently, he just wakes up, and my boss is this kind of person that is never satisfied, always looking for perfection, always looking for something that can be better, and that for me is becoming problematic. So he
Mm-hmm.
sends me a design that is on Klarna's website one particular day, and asks me
Mm-hmm.
to implement a particular process that I know in my mind will shake the foundations of the information architecture that is working in that flow. But I proceed to
Klana.
do it. He tells me, implement this direct thing. And
Or die.
because for me to do something, for me to implement that, right, it's going to ruin the rest of the process. So I implement it and I show it to him. It's utter chaos. I know it is utter chaos, but give the man what he wants, right? He now
Yeah.
proceeds to lambast me
Ah.
around. It was in the night. He now proceeds to lambast me and tell me that I did not get the design direction at all.
Uh-uh.
He
When
now
did you
tells
wait?
me I did not
When did he
implement
give you
my
am? Wait,
design
when did he give
eyes.
you this?
Wait now.
When did he give you and
Like
when did he give her?
Oga Center Design.
I was going there now. Calm down. Stop rushing this guy. When did he give you this design?
he gave me the design like on Wednesday. And I
And
implemented him Wednesday evening. No problem. I showed it to him. He did not proceed to tell me I did not get it. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I can't kill myself. I can't I can't kill myself. I was frustrated because I actually wanted to go home and I did not want to see him before I went home.
Wait,
But
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
him and that was the problem. And now here we are today. Like,
I know your
please,
company,
people
guy.
help me. When something
I feel
is
like I know your
literally the
company.
foundations of fintech and you're asking me to implement a fashion style into the
I
design
know his company.
language,
It's one of two
like I'm
companies.
so confused.
It's too easy, bro. Let me tell you something. Your
No,
company,
but
first of all, you tell them that first. You want me to compare Klana? Do you know what Klana is as a company? Like in terms of their design things, Klana affirm. Do you understand what these people being from? How much are they paying you that you want me to repeat? Who is your father, please? No, let's
I have
bro.
not even gotten on the topic. Like to design this flow,
Let's
the
leave me,
prompt
oh,
is
leave
the
me. This
simplest
one, let me
thing.
fight this battle because I'm angry. Just leave me. Who is his father, please? How much are they paying you, Klana? Like,
You're telling me
see,
make it simple, make it beautiful, make it. I'm like, this is fintech for crying out loud. Fintech is boring.
Fintech is not beautiful.
no,
Fintech
no,
is
no,
not
no,
Fintech
no.
is
boring.
not
See,
beautiful. Stop trying to make
Fintech is
fintech
not
in my
boring.
head. Though. Fintech is not beautiful.
my
So
G,
far as your users come into your app, do what they want to do,
they are
get
supposed to
out.
do and then move
It's
my
simple.
G,
Stop trying to make it beautiful.
Fintech
Is a
is not
lie.
my
boring. It
G,
shouldn't
Ah,
be.
my G.
We are not getting
Me
past
give
that.
you my G. Make I give you advice. As person, this battle, I fought this battle for 2 years before I left my former company. You see this thing, eh? This is what I'll tell you. Anything he says, let him do. Just do it. But just know that you are a placeholder. I'm serious.
in a
Because
placeholder, guy,
no,
it is frustrating to see my creativity
bro,
go to waste. Trying
bro,
to figure out information
bro,
architecture that does not
G,
work.
bro.
my
So
G, my
what
G.
would I now tell you? Me that they
Hmm.
told me to do, me being a designer, senior product designer in my company, they told them say we should use WordPress templates to build a solution that should design the WordPress templates. Bro, see, no,
No
you
lies,
don't
I
eh?
don't
I
get
was I was
the
actually
design
on
no,
with
that
what?
flow before. Like I literally was on that flow. They were at some point I was telling the developers like, guys, can't we, tweak the design to make it look fine? Developers drag me, oh. They told me it
see,
cannot work.
This one. See, developers are always the best to drag. Those ones, it's their life's work. Drag. See, do you know Ali? Is Ali still on this call?
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm here.
Very good. Please, how many times do we drag with developers at Team Out?
Please, you are still dragging to this minute. Please, let's let me go there.
See. As a designer, when you're dealing with developers here, your keyword is violence.
Drag with them. That's your purpose on this earth, is to fight
God. Because if you leave developers here, yeah, my brother, that's which you thought.
This
which you thought they will change it for you.
Okay, there's this
On 2 occasions, right?
Yeah.
I designed something. I saw what they implemented. I was like, I took my time and effort to actually go out of my boundary. And you guys did not implement the most beautiful parts.
This guy,
And they were like, it's not coming from the back end, so we can't implement it. I was just like, you know what? Do whatever you want. I
Don't we
can't do
punish your
again.
back end? Who is that my business?
The stuff that is there are a lot
God,
of
I wish Kevin was on this call. Kevin is the best person to actually talk
All of this
Ali,
that you guys are saying,
Ali,
it's sounding somehow. Is this how this is work in Nigeria?
Ali.
Bro, Leslie,
Yeah.
where they work? Now so one with it. Now I go design mobile lab. I tell them say the interaction where I want, just normal pop-up now. Normal mobile pop-up normally. You know it comes from the bottom of the screen and slides up. Normal all this thing, like normal. The way they go talk say this is not implementable. Say normal pop-up. I say
Wait. Sorry. I think we should understand this.
No. Wait, repeat this story from.
See, so you know these mobile pop-ups now, like very routine something, like everybody does. I just did it normally because instead of saying why do this is very old now, where you have the overlay, like the pop-up in the middle of the screen, like who does that? That's very old way of doing things.
It's an old pattern. Nobody does.
Yeah, nobody does that now. I think now in this way the content is say that's a very old, and they claim senior engineer. Now all these old I tell am say, brother, I spoke pidgin for him. I didn't even speak. There were other people from other countries. I told him, brother, this is not the day of all these things. Just do what I designed. You don't want problem. You need to
Ali, please get your view.
You need to know.
Yes, that's how you should go. Do what
I told the guy that if you don't implement this thing, it's either I can come and meet you physically, or you shall must implement my design.
Wow, how is this?
No, because that's the only language they understand. It's bloodshed they know. So you need to give them
violence.
Yes.
You are saying it's only bloodshed they know.
Yes, it's only bloodshed they know. That's only thing they understand. Because they'll be carrying this God complex like as if today is not the day. Today is not the day.
James was God, we have indoctrinated James into the culture of violence.
If I start the talk.
Okay, please can I ask a question? I've been waiting since. Okay, you mentioned information. Someone mentioned information architecture while he was talking. I've been into asked to really. I don't really understand what it means, so I don't know if someone can really explain what that means to me. I know what it looks like, but I don't understand what it means.
Yeah. DG.
Please, before that, and Johnny, is it Johnny Map? I think I'm confusing about the one.
User Johnny Map. Or not Johnny Map. There's user flow, there's empathy map, there are a variety of them.
Yeah, this other map that they will do like diagram, will going up, come down, something like that.
Calm down.
Okay, can I give my own
go ahead,
idea to what I feel you do?
Yes,
So when I
sidebar.
was talking
Okay.
about the information architecture, right?
Yes.
Basically, I was talking about how we're going to present certain things for the user to understand, like how you are going to put a list of items for the users to choose, and then you now follow to proceed an error message and things like that. So basically, use
Exactly,
information
you're right.
architecture is how you present information in a very like call it top to bottom kind of fashion, that okay, the users are looking for whatever it is that they are looking for where they need to look for it. So I think that's like the long and short of how I can explain it.
Yes, yeah.
It's not kind of related to user flow.
No, not really.
Not really. It's
Not
different.
really.
But it incorporates user flow as well. I can just say that.
So let me give you an example. You can see this current screen now,
Yes.
what Leslie is working on. You
Mm.
see this button. Information architecture is how you place content, how easy it is for you to find content, how easy it is for you to navigate. So it's not just text, it can be any element. Do you understand how you place different elements? You can also use color to actually you know, define how, do you understand, to show basically it's just hierarchy of structure in terms of how much you can find stuff on the any platform, web, mobile. So for example, if you look at this screen now, it's easy for you to see that button there because of the color. Do you understand? The color is significantly different than other colors. So the button is easy to find. That's information architecture, how you place content on a particular screen. For example, now, also another thing you notice when you look at websites usually content is usually done spanning from left to right. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's easy for people to be able to assimilate content because the text is written from left to right rather than from right to left. Because, do you understand? So that's
Yeah.
the way am I which information is presented um in terms of order and stuff like that. That's in a nutshell. That's information architecture. I don't know if Leslie has something different. I don't know if I
No,
said
gee, man,
nonsense,
look,
but
you need to you're essentially hitting the nail on the head, yeah.
I don't know anything. That's why.
Because information architecture, the long and short of it is no, calm down now. The long and short of information architecture is basically you organizing information on a design or on any layout in such a way that it is easy for the user to consume and digest, right? So, and the crux of it is basically arranging related information or information that fits within a context, just grouping them accordingly and arranging them in such a way that there's a harmony to it. Have a feeling I'm right,
Okay.
but that is essentially
Okay.
it.
Okay. Sorry, please. Can I? Okay. For example, now, you say you open an app. I'm just trying to explain the way I've seen it.
Yeah.
The splash screen. You go to login or sign up. Then they both lead you to the home page. So the
Mm-hmm.
home page, it leads you to some certain items that appear in the home page. Say your menu bar, say
Uh-huh.
your maybe if you have a search bar, they put search there. Then they also put maybe your navigation, the navigation bar, the items there.
Uh-huh.
Then inside let's say you pick the navigation bar, when you click on it, it shows you things that appear when you click on the navigation bar. So you arrange them as well under the navigation bar. I
Mm-hmm.
think I don't know. That's how I've been seeing it in my research so far.
It's
So
pretty much. I mean, you're not far from it actually. You're actually not far from it. That's pretty much how it works.
okay, okay,
Just think of it as a way to arrange information, really. Now, how
Yeah.
you arrange information in terms of user patterns and what users are used to will differ from platforms. Like how you do it on a web will be different on a mobile. How you do it on a tab will be different from, you
Yeah.
understand? So it might just differ, but the same principle is pretty much the same. Leslie, what did I see? Please go back. There's something I saw that's looking nice.
What?
Yes.
Not this one. The
That
next
photo,
one.
that mobile app.
Photo test. Leslie, what's going on?
No. Okay, so let me explain the idea behind this. Yeah, I wanted to design an unusable product. and
What
they were
is this?
setting. So wait. Hold on. Let me explain. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. 1 minute. All right. So I wanted to design an unusable product. An unusable product in the sense that it would be pretty enough to look at, but it would be disturbing to use. And there were certain limitations that I imposed on myself. I was only going to use 2 colors, black and white. All my designs were basically going to have edges, no curves, except on small exceptions, right? So if you look at it, yeah, from here, it's just, I mean, I think this after a banking app. So it's just here, login, very straightforward stuff. Then, okay, I think it's best I probably just, I'm not sure. I don't think I prototype this.
You can just play it now.
Let me just play it so that you can see it like in your one-on-one.
Who's laughing?
Ladipo, why are you laughing? Ladipo, why are you laughing? Explain yourself now. Why are you laughing?
This guy, you like fighting.
Me? Why?
You like problems.
Anyway,
say like problems.
So this is the dashboard when users logged in. If you have multiple accounts, this is how it would look like. This is how the navigation looks like. One of the sweeter parts of the design. So if you want to send money, for example, right, you input the amount you want to send.
The font is stabbing my eye.
The name of the font is Nguyen Machina. That should be it. Yeah. So you enter the amount you want to send. You select beneficiary, enter the account number. So if you want to select beneficiary, this is how you go about it. Once you've selected a beneficiary, it does a name inquiry, and then it results to this. If you want to remove it, just tap the close button. Then what else? Okay, I was experimenting with some ideas here. If you want to schedule the transfer, you enter your PIN, and oh Jesus, this is a light mood. I was experimenting with some ideas, child. Very interesting ideas. If you want to check it out, I mean, yeah, definitely you can. You're free to check it out. I'll share the link with you if you want.
You know what I love about this particular mobile design is that it's not following this normal trending something. Like it's just kind of unique on its
That's
own.
what I'm saying. I wanted to design something extremely different, so I just put in as many constraints as possible.
I love it. It's cool.
When I have
I like
enough
it
space, I'll
too.
prototype it.
Though,
Yeah.
Let's leave one question I have. It's just one question I have.
You will always like it until you present it to a Nigerian project manager.
Leslie, my question to you is just one question I have. Why?
Because I wanted to test my limits.
Why?
Because I wanted to test my limit. That was it. I look, see, when I did that, I was in a very weird space. I was bored. Everyone who knows me pretty much knows that I'm actually bored with design, but I was bored and I needed to challenge myself. So I gave myself that assignment.
Me, I never bored rich. Right now, design is look. I'm a mercenary for hire. Like I'm not really like I don't want to say I'm not exploring different options, but me, I pay attention to like not exploring things is not really my like don't break what is not don't fix what is not broken. Like users are not users, they will tell you all you need to know. Do you understand?
At the end of the day, yes.
An unusable product is not my business. If it's not usable, it's not my problem. No, I know they fault you. I know they fault you, Leslie. I know they fault you. But I just they talk like guy, my creativity. Sometimes I worry about my creativity as a designer. And sometimes I'm like I'm lazy. Like guy, even fonts. I have 12 fonts. I don't go away from those 12. Except I want to do something that a project requires me to be creative. Do you understand? Now I can feast my eyes on different designs I look for. If I don't have to look, maybe if I leave the country, I can be creative. You understand? Right now, I'm not really in the business of thinking. Like for example, now That app that you just did, that particular
Yeah.
app, before I come up with it, like I will get easily discouraged and just say, why am I stressing myself? Do you understand? By the first page, I'm done.
Is Ebuka still here? Because the thing I'm about to do is about to
Done.
make his life a
Like,
living hell.
what? Why? Like, why?
Is Ebuka still
That's
here?
why maybe Nigerian employers have desensitized me to creativity because actually there was a time in my life where I actually used to explore a lot of things. Like, for example, I used to use Lotto. I used to use Lotto
Oh
tiles
god.
into my designs a lot. I love interaction. I've always liked interaction. So anything, even till now, I always try as much as possible to look for designs that can allow for interaction in them, like easy interaction. Like let me not call it animation. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But it's hard in this Nigeria because I mean,
First of all, your own developers will betray you.
yeah, like so it's almost like they're beating the creativity out of me.
You've been defeated. They've won.
Yeah, like so it's not even you, it's not a you thing. I'm not even saying it because I have a problem with it. No, I'm talking from me personally, like guy. When I see those things, I'm just stressed. Like, why? What's all this?
What's the point?
What's the point? Like,
Sorry, Mr. Leslie,
Yes.
why are we having the phone number at the top? I'm thinking the user will not be able to like know that phone number is there. Is that not kind of bad experience?
I'm still thinking about what to actually put on the top. I might eventually leave it blank, but my idea was to put the phone number here and social handles here as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not settled on it just yet.
All right.
wait, this is a hotel, this thing, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the
It's
reason
actually
why
nice.
when
The
you want to
phone
make I think the reason why is, well, from a UX perspective, if you want to put the mobile phone at the top, is because at the point of where you want to make inquiries, right? When you want to make,
exactly.
you might want to do that immediately just before you start placing, booking your
After
hotel.
checking availability and all of that.
Do you
Phone number
understand?
is
So you
very
can might want to put it. There's a reason why they do those things at the top. So yeah, that's just one of that's just.
I think it's from the customer target, right? Like it depends on the
Yes,
project.
like because at the point of where you're booking a hotel, is done at the landing page, actually, like at the point of the landing. So I can see why you'd want to put the phone number or enquiries there so that you don't have to scroll down to the bottom. It's actually an important aspect
Okay.
when you're booking. But that's just me rambling around. So I'm still stressed about
The
that
phone
design.
number and the socials. It makes sense.
Leslie, guy, I want to be like you. I don't know how to explore, guy.
This is not good.
I don't
The
know how
line
to
height.
explore.
Increase the line height.
It still looks weird though. Looks like angry text looking at me.
It's fine from here.
The font looks very hacky.
Eh?
The font looks very hacky.
It's fine from here. Yeah, I like it like this. So I think you should reduce the opacity. Maybe you should reduce the lightness of the text to like create the hierarchy to make it stand.
No, okay. So first of all, the text should not be this much. Let's first of all sort that out. Secondly, maybe try like
it's okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's okay now. Actually,
yeah.
Yeah, this is better.
This is not better.
It's better now.
Okay, so someone was asking me, what's it called? At what point do I decide, colors and all that? This is how I decide.
Yes.
I have no idea. I just let the thing just guide me. So this is it.
Is it sorry, Mr. Leslie, is this what your design process like, or
Typically, yes.
okay, you're just doing, most
Well,
like
a
most times
beginner
I
should
try
not
to
do
like
this.
most times I try to like what
Right?
even skip the wireframe part because I believe that I work in so many projects that the client want me to work on. So wireframe may not be
It's
kind of
the same, my brother. It's the
so it
same. Me and you, all of us, they did the same WhatsApp. Don't worry, no fear.
just
All of us did the same WhatsApp. Okay, this is a bit chaotic. So let's.
I don't think Nigeria developers will be able to do this thing.
The person I'm doing it for right now, if he's
That,
if
that
it's
that's
really
why I'm
fair for
looking at Lexi. I'm just
Because
looking at him.
even the border at the top of that passion, that box that covers the passion and the whole stuff, they will tell you that they can't come up with, they don't know what to do in that place. To cut it and put the logo at the middle, it's something that's very hard for them.
No, that's not a problem. That's not a problem on Webflow actually.
No, that's not a problem. I've seen it before. Come on. This is pretty simple now.
Okay, sorry, quick question, please. There's this problem
Yeah.
I'm facing here. We are designing I'm kind of like, I'm a designer for a loan app, and we are trying
Uh-huh.
to like kind of redesign the whole interface. So I started with, I don't want to follow the normal Figma size. I use like all my designs. I try to use 1920 by 1080.
Okay,
That is
that's for
bigger
super
screen.
wide screen.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I did for the developer. So to do it, the developer have to like call me back and say that they are trying to use these two like Fig something a plugin in Figma to generate the code, and it's kind of what
Mm-hmm.
going outside
Figma token.
yeah, so the design, the text are going outside the screen, and they said I should change it to, I think, the particular screen you are using now, the list screen on the
1440, yeah.
yeah 1440 yeah. So they said I
1440.
should use it. Is it that I don't know? Is it that because me normally I'm seeing that this 1440 is like kind of very small. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Kind of very
Mm,
small. I can limit you from putting some element that you want to put. Like the screen is not wide. That's why most times I try to use the wider screen. But I don't know. Do you think it's a good idea to be using this particular screen, or I should
okay,
continue
so
the wider?
so the reason why I use this particular screen is because most screens actually operate at this resolution, especially for desktop. Yeah. So, and a lot of people. I'm not saying you shouldn't design for wider screens. That's a very good idea. Yeah. But most regular laptops actually have this, right? So until maybe tech shifts again, and then they are producing bigger laptop screens or bigger resolutions, that require us to use wider screens. But this is often a safer bet.
Okay, okay. All right, maybe I'll be in this.
One thing, Leslie. Do
Yes.
you make separate designs for different breakpoints?
My guy, I just do for two. But that's
Yes.
just me personally, yeah. I just do for two.
Yes, that's
I just do for
Mobile and desktop.
mobile and desktop. Tablets
Yeah,
more.
but with this screen, this particular screen, will it work for like dashboard? Like if you're working on a dashboard.
Oh yes, it does. God knows how many dashboards we've actually worked on. Um, who was asking for design system that time?
Me.
Yes. Okay.
Mine.
So this is how we actually broke our communal design system. So first of all, we broke it down into three actually: the essentials, atoms, and then widgets, right? The essentials are just things that are not necessarily designed, that are not necessarily UI elements, things that are more tied into brand elements and such. So we have like an array of icons that we are constantly updating. This is our logo, various versions of our logo. These are the colors that we are using. So one of our designers came up with this brilliant idea that we should have various opacities for the
Yeah,
same color.
monochromatic.
God bless
And
that
then
designer. God bless that designer.
eh?
I say God will
It's
bless
tints
that
and shades.
designer because there are just some colors that are not workable.
Exactly. So see what. So here's how it works. So when you have it this, and then you then choose to give it a color. So we have blue at 100, blue at this is blue at 30% opacity. So you can change the opacity, freely without having to be manual, without having to do it manually.
Oh, he did
Right?
it in terms of 10%, like in
Yeah,
multiples of
10% increments. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we did it for all our colors, primary, secondaries, the various states, neutral colors, and then we even went ahead and did it for
Okay,
like
that's for
Did
like
for
using
gradient.
opacity. But me
yeah.
personally, I use HSL, sorry,
Oh, okay,
the
yeah.
full
Ah,
saturation
you
and
go.
the lightness. And most times I use two. There's a tool that can generate the color.
Yeah. I wanted us to do it manually because we like it.
Now
Maybe
you.
it's a meeting, sha. So we then started. We defined our grids, our grid systems. These are like this is 12 column grids. We did for 12 column and 14 column grids for a couple of screen sizes. We also did our spacing, vertical or horizontal spacing, and this comes in very handy when you are. So say for example, you have. Let me just put an example here. Let's say you have like a header and you have um, regular text, for example, right? And let's keep this as small as 10. Let's keep this as big as 15. And then let's just have one of our spacers here, right? So if we align all this together, set it on auto layout, yeah, keep it in the middle. Oh dear, no, let me set this to 0. Right? So I can change this. I can just change the size and it adjusts, automatically
Okay.
without having to do it manually. We made the space in a component, and then we just turn it either off or on so that we can see what we are dealing with. So that's that about that. Card elevations.
Okay. But me,
We
I'm
got
thinking, is that not like kind of wasting of time? If not, because me personally, if I'm doing all this 8 point grade, I'll just be
mhm.
doing 8 multiples of 8 in
Oh, we
my
did that
space.
as a multiples of 8 too.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say that is instead of bringing this shape to align it, or it just telling you the distance between the stuffs.
It allows you to control the distance between objects faster.
Okay.
Mhm. So we did shadows. We did like different shadow elevations. Now
Okay.
we did some tab work. We did some tabs. Yada. These are mobile tabs and these are web tabs. We did breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs were really interesting to create. Thank God I wasn't part of those that created it because it was hard to figure out. Then we did buttons. God, our button styles are insane.
I love this.
Wait,
This
can
is
design
so
system be,
nice.
be done as a case study?
Eh?
I said, can design system be done as a case study?
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? Mhm. So we did some text work. Kelvin was responsible for that. Then imputes. Imputes is one of our like this is
Wow.
insane. It's highly customizable. You can switch what's called. You can put either icons to the left or to the right,
Can you
depending
hold
on
a
how
class on
you
how to do
put
this
icons
impute
however you
fields?
want. That's left and right if you want. Did I turn? Yeah, you can turn on errors. You can set a field state. You can set the focus states and then defaults. Then we have like different styles. Okay, no, these are themes. We have the regular one, the impute. We have drop down. Sorry, we have transaction pin, which is kind of like this. We have a multi-line, also clear. We have amount. So amount is kind of unique. Yeah, and then we also have digits. Also another unique. These are unique.
Okay, is it like okay, you have designed all these things and you're now like calling it from this place, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, look at
Okay.
this. Like this. This is where it's all coming from, right here.
Okay, I
Obviously,
was like kind of confused if there's another like kind of new
this is where
stuff.
everything is coming from.
Okay.
So let me nuke that. So this is like our amounts. signature pad, mobile pin pad, widgets.
It's a whole lot
Then
of work, man.
let me now show you our dialogues. We have like mobile that we have. This used to be our mobile dialogue, but we had to retire them. One of the nice things about this dialogue was that it was highly customizable.
Expensive.
Highly customizable.
Wow. Auto layout.
Auto layout, man. Tables. I was not part of the team that worked on this, but man, the logic behind it is insane. I don't even want to talk about it. It's crazy. Navigation. We did an insane amount of navigation. We had literally navigation for every scenario, but one of our smarter designers came up with a way to fix this, and then just dropped everything down to like 6, and it's been fantastic. Cards. We have cards for every scenario. These are debit cards, frozen cards, block cards. We did a lot of work. Widgets. This is where the fancy stuff happens. These are steppers. We had like a variety of steppers and components. These are some smaller cards, password hints, file upload, yes or no question.
Wow. Leslie, can I come and work for your team?
Yes, can I
Like,
be your intern?
So we need
Are you
transaction.
sharing your screen? Because I can't see anything.
I'm sharing my screen. You can't see my screen.
Nah, not at all.
No, I'm sharing my screen.
It's Leslie. Can I be an intern in your company?
What? I'm
Can I
not
be
sure.
an intern?
I'm not sure we are taking interns at the moment. I'm not sure we
wow.
are taking interns at the moment. So these are notifications. These are all our notification badges and styles.
Can I be your personal intern?
I think this is also quite flexible. These are also alerts. Then transaction types, the chips, lots of chips, transaction lists for mobile, also for web as well. These are business categories. God, we did a shit ton of work. And it's not just one person here. We all contributed to the design system, to this design system. These are our various avatar styles. You notice that it kind of follows what's it called? The Money Point logo, the shape for the logo. So that's what we are using. And it's very interesting, yeah. So let me just show you how we do it. So you can choose to use either the logo. So we implemented this in such a way that when you see this, you know that this person is a Money Point customer. You're transferring money to them. They can have a white background or fill background. You can make either icons, so very, very customizable.
Okay, all these ones are like what is it called? Are like micro interaction.
Oh no, different states or different versions of the same component.
Okay.
So you can just customize it and use it wherever you want in your design. All right, so these are avatars, then liveliness test.
X did not fit do this one.
Modals. Okay, these are some of our modal stuff. Our date and timer widgets as well, status.
As in God, when?
We have a calendar widget that we tossed around there. This is some custom stuff.
God,
Brightness meter, status bar, things of that nature.
It's like a full company something.
More chips.
But this thing is built over time. It's not one day they built it. So
No, guy, we've been doing this thing since last year.
Yeah, so I mean,
we've been doing this thing since
How many people work on this? Design. How many designers?
I started, but right now, how many of us have it? That's me, Shams, and them, Ali, Wisdom, Kelvin, Chioma. So we're about eight of us that are currently working on this, constantly updating it. These are alerts. These are some illustrations that we pretty much just beat into. We pretty much just beat these illustrations into whatever it is that we wanted to do. So if you have an illustration, you can just easily switch them out. Car delivery, locked, wallet, whatever, just whatever you feel like it. Post terminals, these are images, flags. We just got a flag components and they just made it out literally. So yeah, that is Kamala for you.
Wow.
Wow, wow.
Mr. Leslie,
This
Hmm?
guy.
please,
Mr. Leslie, please, I still want to be
can
your
we
personal
collaborate with
intern.
your company? Because, in fact, your design team is heavy.
Una no,
I'm
una we want
useless at all.
to what did they call am? You put out to
Please, I
copy
want to work
planner.
with your design team. Omo.
Your boss will not see the point of this.
Hello, Maris, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you sure you are the one that actually asked about the design system?
Yeah, I have to see it. I have to see what his
Leslie,
look like.
Yes.
Okay, Leslie, sorry, I'm
Yes.
coming to the design system. I actually spoke about it because I wanted to say something about it to
Okay.
you. Money Point is a Nigerian company, right?
Yes.
Is it the first to have worked on?
Is it the first design system I work on?
Yes, for a Nigerian firm.
Oh no! So the design system that InterSwitch is currently using, I started it. Switch Strap. It was like one of the things that it was one of the first things that we actually worked on while I was there. So we kind of like built it out. It made their lives easier because
It will
number
definitely
one,
make life
oh yes,
easier.
yes, yes, it made their lives easier because number
It's
one,
typography skill I was talking about. I saw it there. It was the
aha, yes,
text
yes, yes.
something. Yeah, so when all of this is in place, design is literally very simple. So I just want to
What?
know if Nigerian firms incorporate all of this into their Wula Balu,
but
whatever.
Leslie, when
Yeah, you'd be surprised they do. The thing
Leslie,
Yes,
is,
I wanted
you
to,
simply need to,
I'm
you
surprised
simply
now.
need
I'm
to
surprised now.
calm down. The thing
I
is, you
am.
simply need to secure buy-in. That's all. Once you are
I'm
able to convince
surprised.
them that this is a brilliant idea and they can see that this thing is actually delivering on
You know, some of these companies, I think in their startup age, they don't think about long term. They just want to grab the money and do whatever they
you
can in the
can't
short
blame. See,
term.
my guy, try running the business first. You will see most of the things that we are saying that we are putting into consideration because we are designers. If you're running a business, you want to launch, you want to get to the market as fast as possible. You understand? So I mean, yes, we know that this is bad, but you also have to
You would
consider
want to launch.
what they are trying to
You want
accomplish.
to do everything. But these are the foundations we should consider now.
I agree. But
I don't
Yes,
think
these
they
are
have
all
patience for that.
consider.
you get
You can't
most
just
of them don't have
put
that patience.
someone's
That's number
son
one.
in distress, all in the name of want to make profit.
Okay.
Mr. Leslie, can you explain this thing you're doing now?
Can I what?
Can you please explain this you just did now? How you
I'm designing.
James, if you have a
no
question,
how you
just type it in the chat.
okay.
Okay, so I'm trying to create. Okay, so let me just try and like run you through what I'm trying to accomplish. We've already done. Look at what we have. We already have like some kind of blueprint. Yeah, we've already done this: the hero header area, the image with the text, and the room booking widgets, which is what we've done at the top. So what we are trying to do right now is create the Loria experience, right? So we want to showcase the rooms that they have they have available. I think this would probably do it for me.
Yeah, so Leslie, James asked
Yes.
Mike,
Go ahead.
how do you handle iterations in your design system?
How do we handle iterations to a design system?
Iterations, like
Iterations.
constant thing, yes.
So what we do is that basically we after designing it out and we basically just checked it out and said, okay, this is everyone has agreed that this actually works, right? We then go and then we update it. However, to save ourselves the misery, we just assign one person who does the update.
That's ops now.
Okay, to properly explain what I'm saying now, where I work, so you have to create multiple design systems, kind of. So you have the base design system, yeah, but you still have to create multiple design systems of the base,
Multiple design systems
yeah. So
or multiple
I've
components.
been researching on how to link these multiple ones to this base, so that if I make a change on the base, this changes
Oh God. Okay,
applied
that's what
on
you want
the
to do.
other
Oh,
iterations.
my guy. Man, all I give you. That thing, it's not hard, but you need to have a structure, a very, very strong structure that can scale. What do I mean? Because if you start doing nested stuff, what's it called? If you start doing nested systems, nested design system, symbols inside a symbol, all in attempt to automate the updating of a design system, whereby if you just change one thing in one corner, you update everywhere else. That is good. But if you overdo it, yeah, if you change one thing, it has the potential of breaking like 7 other things.
More than 7.
Because they're all
It can break
connected to
Yeah,
thousands
yeah,
of
I
times.
Yeah,
get you.
because some shape.
I get you, but it will only change the things that are not overwritten. So let me say you have this button now, and then in the sub design system now, you change the color. Now, any other thing you do on this design system, the master, will not affect the color that you have overwritten, but it will still,
Yes.
yeah. So I want it that way, like you make subtle changes, maybe around the corners on the master, and then everything reflects on the other iterations of the design system.
And it's very doable. It's very doable, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to have a structure in place. You need to have figured it out, and you need to have like documented it so that when you are making changes, you are mentally aware of what you are trying to accomplish and the things that those changes are going to affect. Because imagine you are making changes and then something breaks. You now have to start looking for what broke.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
no,
Okay. So
it's
just to be clear, I created multiple files out of the base one, like duplicate the files and then make the changes. Now, my question is, how do I link this file to the base? Are you getting it now? I don't want to have everything in one file because then the file is possibly going to break.
Okay, wait, hold up. How do you link the file into
a master file? Yeah.
It's a master file. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus, my guy. See, don't worry. Pay for Figma. You get it.
No, it's paid. The plan I
Oh
use
yeah,
is
you
paid.
have to.
Oh,
I
then
think
you use team libraries now.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
use
use
team
team
libraries.
libraries.
I publish the master to team libraries, but I still need to publish these other ones to team libraries. But then these other ones are still published to team libraries, yeah. But then I want to make a change to this one I consider the major design system, so that now to update on these other libraries as well. And then when it's updates on these other libraries, I just need to publish each and every one of them, and then it goes live on the design and whatever.
And then what you can probably do is to fix that is you have your master, right? And the components from the master is what you're using to craft another design system, right?
Yes.
And then I mean, you pretty much solved your problem now, don't you think? You pretty much solve your problem because you have your master. Your master is in one corner, right? It's already preserved. Then you've already fleshed out a separate design system, but it's based on components that you have taken from the master, right? So if you make changes to the component from the master, it's going to affect the branch of the
But the
child.
implementation now in Figma, if you duplicate files, it breaks that link.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Yeah. I think I saw a tutorial on Twitter that solved that.
It breaks the
I
link.
think I saw a tutorial on Twitter that solved that particular problem, that duplicating of components. So you make it a constraint. I think the person made the whole component a constraint, something like that. There is this Twitter link that I watch. So if you now duplicate it, nothing's going to happen.
Interesting. I'd like to find that tutorial, please.
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
That's been my major challenge these past few months.
Let me try and see. Maybe I'll just copy and paste it on the.
All right, let me
bring. Because me personally, I don't even try because even having
what they did there is button they use for the something is button they use for the
because me personally, the reason why that design system is very important. So me, unlike Leslie, I don't have time to start creating from scratch. So usually what I try to do is I try to use already established design systems like Ant. I use Ant a lot. Then also I use what do you call this thing? There's one I showed you, Atomize. So those two, you have libraries already. So I just once I put it there, I just publish it on my own personal Figma is paid. So in my company, when we do like in GoCada now, when we currently build like especially for things that especially if we require speed, I just tell them let's use ants, call it a day. The developers already understand ants to the nitty-gritty. So all of the things I do, all of my components, the nav bars, everything is strictly ants. I'm not even thinking. The only thing I'm working on, I'm overriding. The only thing I create is the colors. I just go and override the colors. So in the master file that I'm actually bringing in, the colors are usually changed because I'm trying to tweak those colors to GoCada's brand colors. Outside that, I don't touch any other thing again. Like everything, once I'm done, I'm done. Like I start working, convert it, make it a master file, publish it, and start creating my full-fledged. They usually will use it with dashboards. The question I wanted to ask is, this your kimono this design now.
Kamuna, that's the name of the system.
Yes, Kamuna. Oh my God, anyone I call it, just take it.
Really?
Does it encompass all across all your products, or is it specifically for just web or mobiles? For all of them?
It's for all of them.
So do you like but you separate them, Sha?
Wait, how do you mean separate?
So for example, do you have like your input fields for mobile? Are they separate? Do you use the same format?
We use the same input field. So like I said, the way we did it, it's very, very extendable and very customizable. So
okay, so it's accommodates. So input field accommodates both web, mobile, everything.
Exactly, yes.
Now
it's responsive. I saw it.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw the link Bello sent. It's not actually what I'm looking for. That's a big problem for me. Like duplicating files and still keeping the link. So basically, I think that would do the trick, but it doesn't work on Figma yet.
This kind of works. This is good.
Maybe they don't want you to duplicate it now.
Okay, so what else?
James, I think you should maybe go on YouTube and there are a couple of videos there that should help you. Also, I didn't actually get your question. I think you're having the problem with components, not really the design system or something.
No, not components.
I've never had issues with duplicating components or anything.
No, not duplicating components.
No.
If you duplicate a design system, basically the master components will still remain master components on the second file created. The idea is not to create a master component, is to create a component that still has links to the master on the other file.
Oh. After duplicating, you still want what you've duplicated to reference the other file.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that means if you make changes on the master,
it should not be on separate file. I don't think that is possible. You can actually have it on separate pages or separate pages. But when I'm moving out of that file
there's a constraint to that. There's a constraint to that because Figma uses browser memory, and that's just about 2 gig. So when you have large files, definitely it will break. And what do I mean? It gets to a point and then you can't use your file again. You are locked out of it. You have to go back to an earlier version.
You say you are going to help me with mobile responsive. Where are you?
I'm coming. So so when I start doing that, because then we are going to have thousands of iterations of these design systems, possibly. Yeah. So if I do that, then it won't work. It won't work. So I have to break it down in different files.
So you can have multiple files, like up to 5 files, referencing one master file.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've searched, I've researched, I've not seen anything. I'll still keep looking.
Okay. You might maybe want to drop it in.
I think Adobe XD has that feature. I think something like that. That even if you copy it to another file, it will ask you whether you want to unlink from the component or something like that.
Yeah, they do. They actually do.
I wish Figma would just do it in their next release, please. Like the next minor update.
You know that, and that's
Funny
one thing
enough,
that I love about
it will
Figma.
not be a
You know that
problem.
they do releases every Friday.
Oh, I didn't know.
Huh? They do updates. They do their updates every Friday. Their updates are every Friday.
Wait, this Google Meet we are using that you're using, is it like a paid version of it?
Yeah, it's company.
Okay, okay. There are some features here that I don't use. I don't see on my regular Disney. When we go
Okay,
leave
so
trenches, they use premium. So
my brother, even me as I did so, man, I just trenches Pro Max I did. Let me say I don't come out like that.
Leslie, where will this video be posted on YouTube or where?
YouTube, yes, most likely on YouTube.
please, how can we like connect again? Because I think I get this link from Telegram, and I really like the whole conversation, the presentation, and everything. So I want to be like kind of updated and all this. I just share it across my platform. I don't even know who's posting it. I share it on my WhatsApp, my Facebook, because I just see Webflow, Figma. So I say I should check it out. And today is like kind of fantastic. So I want to be coming every time for this.
So this is actually part of a 3-day event. This is day 2. So to continue, it will continue tomorrow, where Buka will come and basically just convert everything we've done into Webflow.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
I need
is it?
edit access.
Yeah.
I need edit access.
Oh, you need edit. I thought I gave you. Oh, hold on. I thought I granted you edit access. Can edit. Not be your name with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not
Let
the
me
show?
check maybe I open the link directly. Let me check from my mail.
Wow. Okay. So I probably need like a location name. Nothing good comes easy.
So please, sorry, someone should explain. I think I asked for something like user journey map. So I don't know how the diagram and all those things. I don't know if you get the user journey map I'm trying to.
Yeah. Okay. So let's even show you an example of a typical user journey map now. Let's see. Image user journey. This is the weird thing.
Yeah, exactly.
This, right?
Yeah. So all these points and all those things, I'm not getting the concept. Yeah. No, it's from that whole idea you now be doing anyhow you want your diagram to look like and just to pass the information.
So user journey map has more to do with user behavior, with the user's behavior surrounding a particular product or service or activity, right? And you will notice that it's actually broken down into several parts: feelings, actions, phases of the journey, needs, doing, opportunities. I think this is a little more complex, but you will see that it kind of tracks how a user what's the word now? It tracks the
Their
user
feelings,
their
their actions.
what they are thinking about, what their current actions. So it just keeps track of them. It keeps tracks of shit. What am I saying? It keeps track of those things at every stage that you define. So if you notice now, they've already broken down the phases of the journey. Awareness, research, registration, attendance, post attendance. And then they've identified the needs of the user. Now, these are all the user's actions, possible actions, from the point where they hear about the product or the brand, to the point where they do some research, to the point where they now sign up and they attend the event, and what now happens to them when they check for photos after the event. Now, if you see that here, see the user hears about the event again, selects events or social media, checks for more information, checks the program. This for the research. For the part where the user has to register, he enters the details, uploads the CV, blah blah blah. When they now attend, they check out the route to the event, create events in calendar, and then they attend the event. Then post attendance, they talk about the event with their friends, and then they also check for photos as well. Now you see that the feelings part here, yeah, is divided into two. One is the positive, and the other is the negative. And you see that, for example, now seeing an event on social media after hearing about it multiple times, sometimes it can be jarring because it means that whoever it is that is doing this thing to me is probably tracking me, right? And then when they attend the event, of course, they probably, the stress of probably attending the event is going to be there, it's going to be present with them. So I think that's the best way I can actually use to describe a user journey map.
Okay, but is it that is the researcher that will like kind of assume these stuffs, or is it from the research?
My G, not you.
Not assume. Not assume.
Okay, you just assume that this is how they will feel at each point.
You don't assume.
It's not assume. You don't assume, my guy. You have to talk to people. Nobody assume, my guy.
Okay, it's from. Is it from the no? Okay.
For me, user journey maps, I think it is tied to various user personas. For me, I just like come up with it when I have the data from the research and all of that. After doing the personas and all of that, so I can map out the user journey, what he or she wants, how to achieve it, the goals and everything. So from what Leslie has showed you, it is not assumed. All of that was gotten from a research that was probably done. And
okay,
yes, and it explains. It just give you an overview of what is probably going to happen in real world, in reality.
Okay, from the research they got back.
Yes, definitely. Yes, from the research.
Okay, now from that user journey map, now they're not trying to like provide solution to most of these their pain points.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
And you anticipate that some users won't complete the journey. Some will drop off, or like you said, when the feelings is dropping, maybe in the class, some might just stand up, take their bag and leave. So you anticipate all of that too.
Okay.
So like, Leslie, your work, how frequently do you do research? You don't? Because I was wondering when I was doing my internship last year, like I was like, okay, what's on paper and what's here is not. It's not the same.
So the thing now is that more often than not, when you get hired by a company, they've probably already done their research, or there's an entirely different human being that actually that's actually responsible for research. So all you're probably just doing is just interacting with the researcher and then just using whatever insight that they've already gotten. However, if you find yourself in a scenario, probably like in a startup or something, it's usually advisable to actually advocate for research.
What about side gigs?
Side gig, same thing. Advocate for research.
Okay, for them to like bring the outcome of the research. What as a UX designer, you are expected to carry out the research now.
Yes, you are. However, realistically, no. Let me tell you why I spoke like that. Realistically, because more often than not, again, when you suggest the concept of research, the people that hired you or the people that engage you will tell you that they have probably they'll tell you they will either tell you they've already done the research, or they outright don't see the need for it.
Okay.
Really?
Because
They
most
don't
companies
see
will just dive into design.
Most companies that want to hire you are hiring you because they want you to design for them, not because they want you to do any kind of research for them.
Even if they hire as a UX researcher.
No, US researcher. No, if your title says US researcher, you're not doing any kind of
Sorry,
research.
UX designer. Sorry.
UX designer, there's a fair chance you're not going to do any kind of research.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
But I'm only speaking for Nigeria. I don't know about, you know.
Nigeria, they just want to see.
And I think
all
from my
these
own,
diagrams,
from even my
honestly.
own observation, I think even from my own observations, yeah, for foreign companies, sometimes it's even like that. They will hire you, yeah. They will ask you all those tough questions, you know, explain your process, show us this, show us that, document, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I then hire you, they'll just say, okay, you know what, sit down, this is your system, this is our design system, this is what we want you to do. You cannot design outside our design system. So just as we are telling you, just be doing it. And that's it. So
You are working to earn money, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming together quite nicely. We've done, I think the last part is probably just the contact, it's just contact details part. I'm not doing anything overly, this young man has started, okay. Oh my guy, don't walk yourself into a trap. Extend this thing end to end. No more.
I don't have the
You don't have a
I don't have
grid.
the font, so it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the current struggle. Okay. How can I get this font to you now? Shibi, you're on our Slack, right?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Jesus, how do I get this font to you now?
Please, how can I
let me
join
try
this?
download it.
You should download the font. You can get it online.
If you can find the font, actually.
Yeah, I think from that font you get it.
Well, good luck with
Oh,
that.
yeah. It's on that font.
It's on that font. Excellent. So
yeah. So what was the second one? The body test.
The second one is outfit.
Okay.
Sorry, I said, please, how can I join the Slack channel?
No, it's for Ovalay Academy.
Yeah. God, when we'll go read there one day.
Okay, so for the final part of my trick, man, do I want to go over the contact? Fuck it. I'll end it normally, I beg. There's no time, and I think I've already overstayed. We've already overshot. This 10. The plan was to start and finish by 9.
The scholarship. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the scholarship, the six people, I don't know, people scholarships overlays on. Is there a time for like? Is there a time that the challenge? I don't know how to put it.
Yeah. Is there what?
Is there a time frame for it?
Oh, there is. It's ending on 24th.
That's is there a time frame? A time frame
Yeah,
for the
there
challenge?
is. It's ending on it. Yes.
24th, right? Okay. Yeah, it's open to everybody.
It's open
Nigerians,
to everyone.
Syrians, or anyway, right?
So we're running a scholarship right now. We have 6 slots. All you have to do is if you check out Twitter, we dropped some instructions. Retweet with why you want to join our academy. Highest retweets get a shot, get a slot. Or these 6 highest retweets get a slot. So
please, what is the name of the Twitter account? Let me go and follow you.
Okay, so just look for
go to pay me.
Just look for Ovalay Academy.
Go to pay me if I don't get it.
What do you say? What do you call it?
Look for Ovalay Academy. Look at it right here. It's so just look for Ovalay.
Okay.
All right, so this is it. Ovalay_ng. That's the handle. So this is the tweet you're looking for. Let me pin it. Oh, okay, I can't pin it from here. But this is the tweet you're looking for.
All right. I'll look at
So
it.
what you are going to do, just follow the instructions. All you have to do is quote this tweet with why you want to join the academy. So these are the quoted tweets so far.
Still leading the chat. I'm still leading the chat. I beg.
Actually, what?
I said I'm still leading the chat. I'm still leading the chat. For the challenge, the challenge, I'm still leading the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so how am I pulling this off now? How do I want to pull this off? Do I put it in the middle?
Master Lee.
Yeah, Alpha.
I did. Maybe one of these days, Sha, I want you to like see. I want to get your thoughts on one Samsung page like that. That page wows me anytime I visit it.
Yeah, sure. One of these days, Shao, just send me the page and I'll take a look at it. Samsung, those ones have like really nice design ethics.
Yeah, they do.
Last thing I hear go and though, just put the logo and then I think this is a good place for us to actually end.
Finish the footer completed.
I'm lazy.
Sorry, I tried typing this stuff. It's not showing. No, it's not coming up. The overlay.
What thing? Overlay underscore ng.
Yeah. OVE.
Spelling it correctly.
Oh, it's OVA. I'm doing OVER.
Ovalay.
I'm doing the normal one. Okay.
Ovalay. Okay, so let's see. I'll just call this home. Reduce the size of this because it's going to be quite small. It's going to be regular. I don't know. Let's get this home. Rooms. Look now. What else? Tourist attractions. Contacts. Gloria. I think this is as good as any. Let's see, reduce this a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's enter. Let's go to the bottom. Okay, it's not bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. I feel like putting a line in between.
Sorry, I think this your pattern of structuring, layouting, the grid stuff is okay. Do you have like YouTube tutorial that I can look at for this particular pattern?
Just look for 8-point grids, but bear in mind, 8-point grid is just a way of laying out grids. There are several other types of grids.
8-point grid.
Yeah,
no, I use 8-point grid very well.
Yeah, so then you shouldn't have a problem. Now, Mr. Badi use 8-point grid. This is 8 points.
Okay, the one. Okay, what? Okay, I think is the column grid that I'm having. You know, your own column grid filled the whole
44.
The whole screen.
Yeah.
The whole screen. So the one that I use normally, like that first column will be out. There will be white space there. The last one will be out.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was calling margin the other time.
Okay, that makes sense now. I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
So I think this is a good place for us to actually stop. Probably if I feel like it, I'll probably come back and like make some small tweaks and changes, hopefully before Ebuka picks this up. But I think this is a good place for us to stop. If Ebuka is still in the call, please confirm that this is not difficult.
I'm still in the call.
Eh?
I'm still in the call.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay, I have a quick question to ask Mr. Ebuka before maybe. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. I'm looking at doing a transition into a no-code stuffs because I'm kind of like I
No code,
understand
yeah.
HTML and CSS. I'm like writing codes normal. Even if not Figma that you just copy code and put that is helping people. Like starting from scratch
Yeah.
is kind of very boring and kind of
It is.
yeah.
It is.
So
Yeah.
like this no coding, I want to go fully into Webflow. And when it comes to like the market now, people are not like kind of knowing much about Webflow. Everybody's talking about WordPress and other. I think WordPress is the major one people talk about. And I know very soon.
No, I don't think so. I'll actually argue about that because most core designers prefer WordPress Webflow based on it's customizable. Like you could build literally anything. It's just like you design it on
Yeah,
Photoshop.
WordPress is limited.
Unless and it's a lot faster based on loading, based on it's actually bringing out your pure HTML and CSS. While WordPress, based on the plugin and back and forth plugins and the themes, it's a lot slower and it's not 100% customizable.
Okay, but is Webflow too having like back end setting up?
No, it doesn't.
So come again.
Like, is it having back end stuff? Like, in WordPress, you would like do some backwards
Okay,
form and
there's
all
no
those
backend
things.
inside Webflow. Although
Okay,
you can actually, automate Webflow. Yeah, you can automate Webflow with some third-party integrations, which they are currently working on making. What's the word now? They're currently working on making some features more inherent to Webflow, so you don't have to depend so much on third-party integrations. However, you can do a lot of good work on Webflow standalone without having to consider third-party integrations. So yeah.
Okay, but yeah, what I'm trying to like state here is that you see, when it comes to like interaction, you can on WordPress you can build like a full system, like maybe an e-commerce site on WordPress. So can it work like that on
It can, but not for Nigerian products.
Not those are not you might just say not for the Nigerian.
Yeah, and the reason why that is because right now there's no workaround. Although I was hearing rumors of what's the word? I was hearing rumors of Paystack being able to be integrated with Webflow, but it's a very crazy workaround. I will ask because apparently we have a designer. There's a designer. She's not here obviously, but there's a designer, a Nigerian designer that works at Webflow. I think she works as part of the UX team or the UX research team. Teams or Dooms. One of the two. I think it's Dooms. Yeah. So, and she speaks with us regularly. She takes feedback from us and relates to the team. She communicates with the team and gives us feedback as well. It's very, very interesting stuff. Let's see. All right. It's not the worst thing. Okay, so this is fine. I think this is a good place for us to call it a day. Thank you guys for sticking this long. We started out as 23. We are now down to 10. It's a good number. But thank you guys so much. We'll be uploading this to YouTube, if not tonight, tomorrow. But again, thank you guys for coming. This is the part where I have to inform you guys that if you are not already aware, my cohort, the next design cohort is kickstarting on the 2nd of July. Courses on offer are product design, but this time around we're also offering a Webflow course. We are offering a design foundation course, and we're also offering a front end course. That's if you want to start writing your own code for front-end development using frameworks, JavaScript, React, things of that nature, and get quite creative with it. We also have a course for that. So those are the current courses that I have on offer. If you're so interested, just visit Ovalay Academy to book your spots. So once again, thank you guys. Tomorrow is the last day. Yeah.
Is it the program, the cohort, is it free?
Oh no, it's not on. It's not.
Okay.
But when you visit
I
the
think
website, you see various. They are affordable. They are affordable.
All right.
I do not say it's with pride, but we are kind of like the cheapest. You know, we're kind of like cheapest out there. Not cheap. That's the wrong reason. We're kind of like the most affordable out there. So, yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So tomorrow, we'll be sharing a link tomorrow. If not, no, we should be able to share a link tomorrow. We have an event in Ghana, right? So we'll share the link to the live stream of that event in Ghana. In that event, Ebuka will be transforming this design into Webflow, and it would be nice if you could join us to continue the journey. Obviously, it will not be as jovial as this because there are people who will be offline and they'll be privy to our discussions. And man, I don't think I want. I don't think it would be proper to actually have this kind of discussion with our level of intimacy with people out there. So let's see you guys tomorrow.
All right, Leslie, if you could share the files to me on any platform, WhatsApp or something.
Oh, I think is it the link to the Figma file?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop recording.